Hi, Ezekiel here. So if you are looking for the best Forex video, this is it. This is something I'm gunning for, to create best possible content, and in this video itself, I'll be doing everything from A to Z. How I enter the chart, how I plan the chart, how I look at the chart, how I dissect the chart, and how I exit the trade. So this is the complete training series that you need in order for you to learn how to read the chart for technical analysis, be it for Forex trading, be it for stocks, be it for futures, ETFs, everything. This is it. So let me know what you think in this video itself. This is something that I look forward to create solid, good content like this, and let me know if I have done it. Alright, so I'll be loading my MT4 chart. Let's roll. Okay, so here's the chart that I'm going to dissect. So it's like a, Forex trading and all chart reading, be it stock, be it futures, be it Forex, anything, commodities, etc. So as long as it's a technical chart, it's like we are a surgeon. We are trying to dissect the chart. So this is what I'm going to do. So for this pair, CHF, JPY, I'm going to dissect this pair. I'm going to start off this pair from scratch, which is just pure naked charts, right? No indicators, nothing. And then slowly, I'm going to add the indicators that I use to this chart so that you can clearly see how I trade the market. Right, so I hope this video can be as complete as possible on how someone can learn and watch this video and trade it from A to Z. Okay, so this pair, CHF, JPY. So this is the weekly time frame. So if when we start this chart and we look at this in the naked point of view, right, it's like he's not wearing any clothes. Okay, so what we are looking at is purely price action, which is what all these bars represent. It can be bar charts, which is what I prefer, or you can also use candlesticks, which is like this. It's the same literally, but it's just a matter of preference. I prefer bar charts because I can see the opening and the closing level clearly. But either way, it's just a matter of preference, okay? So I'm going to start off this pair. So what we can see is that the market is in, if you look over here, from here, okay, and the bottom here, is in a what? Let's start it from here. It's in a consolidation, right? The bars it got from big, and then it became smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller in comparison with the big bar. So this is like the big mother bar, right? And price gets smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. So when price do something like this, and eventually when it breaks, okay, when it breaks, what does it mean? It means that price is done with this sideways consolidation. When price consolidates sideways like this, okay, when price consolidates sideways like this, it's where it's gathering momentum and it's trying to figure out where should it go. Before what happened earlier, it was bearish. So this was a big bearish bar. So by right, if you look at what happened before over here, the market is in the bearish momentum, right? But what happens over here, it's where the market slows down, the market starts consolidating. When the market starts consolidating, it can mean two things. It can either continue its way down, meaning it follow the previous trend, which is bearish. So it will, after consolidation, it can follow the previous trend, which is bearish, or it can, because it has been consolidating for such a long time, there is enough momentum for it to change the trend, which is exactly what it did here. So the beauty about trading Forex is that we don't need to stick to a specific way whereby I need to only sell or I need to only buy. We can trade in either direction. And that is the reason why, for example, when we are seeing something like this, when it's getting congested, when it's kind of consolidating at the side, that's where you will want to watch this chart clearly. to see where it breaks. So you can see all this area over here, there's no proper closure below. There is spikes like this, but it all closes at the top here, right? So there is no proper closure above. If you see over here, there's no proper closure above. These are highs, right? This is just a highs until this bar here. This is the point whereby it closes. So this is where the breaking point, whereby what we know is that, okay, price is done with this sideways consolidation. It's more of a triangle like this, right? It's like a symmetrical triangle. Price is done with this sideways consolidation. Price is now finally starting to move. So here are the two types of traders. Some traders, they trade. What happens is that they trade inside the box up area. They trade inside a box up area. So they get in for a buy over here, then they go for a sell over here, then they go for a buy over here, then they go for a sell over here. These are some of the traders that trade in and out quickly within a box up area, right? Another type of trader is that they don't trade the box up area, or they trade the box up area and they trade this, the breaking out as well. So the breaking out is the point whereby the market moves, and that's where it can be a big move if it's a real big breakout, or it can be a small move whereby it just go up a little bit and then it retraces back down. So that is where the breakout isn't that strong, or it's just a false breakout. So as traders, that is the tricky part. You need to understand when would it likely be a real good solid breakout, like the one like this where it really moves. This is a weekly time frame, my friend. So this one is a one heck of a move on the weekly time frame, because if we zoom it down to the hourly charts, this is a crazy movement. Okay, so this is a good break. So what we need to define is that we can gather this from a higher time frame. When price is gathering in such a strong momentum, when price has been consolidating for such a long time in the higher time frame, when it breaks and price really respects the level, when it breaks, this is likely a good move. Like I said, likely, nothing is 100% in trading or even in life, but the probability is higher than normal circumstances. So therefore, this is a good trade to enter and to go on a long trade, and likely this trade you can either trail it or maybe place your take profit target at the highs or somewhere at the zone over here, depending on where's the levels before that. Okay, so right now, once price starts moving, this is a nice long bullish bar. Very nice, very nice. So price starts trending upwards beautifully. If you are trading this, you can simply trail this below all these bars. So soon price reaches, let me see if there's a level here. Okay, yeah, there's some level over here. Okay, price reaches a stop over here, right? Price stop over here, and then it began to go sideways. So when the market starts going sideways, normally what we would do is we will place a resistance line at the top. So we note that this is now a rejection area, and then as well somewhat at the bottom, right? Somewhat at the bottom. So this is where is an area of consolidation. All right, this is an area of consolidation. So price tried to break below over here, but then subsequently the next bar move up. So this is what I call a 2-bar pin. So a bearish bar down, a bullish bar up. So you see the next week price went up further. But having said that, you don't expect a price action bar to depict the rest of the trend. It just doesn't work that way. When you read the market, you need to read it bar by bar by bar, right? You need to read it bar by bar by bar. So the market went up, which is great. The next weekly bar, it shot up over here. That's nice. And then after that, the bearish trend kicks in,
and then it topples back down and close. It closes back below this support line. So meaning it's back down once again. So then at this moment in time, we will not be looking for a buy. Even though the previous trend is up, we are now looking to go for a sell because price has shown that it is heading down right now using price action. So as the market heads down further, do note that again, this is the weekly time frame. These are big bars. These are huge pips. Huge pips. Okay? The market heads down and stop over here. Right? If we can see any reason why it kind of stopped over here, it's in a zone as a whole of the previous rejection zone. Okay? So we stop here with one bearish bar. The subsequent bar shot up with a bullish bar. So when we see this, this is again a nice 2-bar pin. One long bearish bar, one long bullish bar. So this is a 2-bar pin that shows us that price is heading back up. And this is a bullish signal, and given the length of the bar, it is a powerful bullish signal. So price goes up again, heads back up towards the line and closes above. So beautiful. So it means that this upwards movement is strong. It's telling us that price is back in the bullish game once it closed back above the support line. Okay, so then you see price is now respecting the line once again. So we know that this is a powerful line. Price tried to break back down, but it couldn't. So we know that the bullish momentum is strong. And then what happened over here is it formed a pin bar. So it broke up, it rests on the line, it tried to break, couldn't, hit back up and form a pin bar. Here is the triggering point for another buy. Here was the first buy, right? Here was the sell. Here was the buy. Here is another buy for us to head upwards because price is heading back up. So we know that the next rejection level is just this high. But given the length of this bullish bar, yes, it may probably stop here, but given the momentum before that and the length of this bullish pin bar, likely there is a good chance it can break through this resistance area. So as the market heads up, then we can look at the previous chart. Is there any rejection areas to support it? So it stopped here. So once the market stops, so for example, mind you again, this is a weekly time frame, so these are huge pips. So that's where you can kind of either trail it or set a profit target based on the previous resistance level. So when the market goes up until here, that's where we will plot our next pivot zone resistance line, which is the next high. So you hit back up, consolidates, then we plot one line at the top. This is the bearish bar. The next bar goes back up, we can plot one line over here. But after consolidation, it broke down. So as it breaks down, the moment once it breaks down over here and back into this resistance line, it is back into this box up area once again. So if you see this box up area, alright, it's back into this box up area once again. So if you want, you can go for a sell over here. It's probably going to stop here, but do note that the last time price just shot through. So it shows that, hey, this is not that strong anymore. So this time round, yes, there is a good chance it may shoot through. And so it did. It goes back down and gets stopped at the bottom. So if we are going to sell over here, we have to get out here because we note that this is a strong rejection level. Here is a strong rejection level. We must get out for a profit over here. So once the price is over here, it is back into kind of like this box trade where we can go for another buy over here. And then when we go up, then here will be where we go for a closing trade where we can close. If we are buying over here, we can close our trade over here. And if, for example, if we are selling over here, then we got to close our trade over here, right? And if we are buying over here, then we got to close our trade over here. So, but what we can notice is that when the price keeps testing and testing and testing and testing, These are the areas whereby I would like to think twice. So should I sell here again? Because there is a risk, because price is like trying to break through. Okay, so then price shot back up. Where did it stop? The previous high, which is this blue line, the previous resistance zone, and it formed a what formation? The double top formation. Alright, form a double top formation, and if we look at these two bars, this is a bullish bar up, a bearish bar down, again a 2-bar pin. So this is a selling pin that shows us that it's time to go for a sell at the double top formation. So as you go for a sell, given the length of the bar, we note that here is a likely area of rejection area. So price did stop here for a while. No, didn't. It shot right through the next bar, went back up to test the bar. Because given the strength of this bar, it has enough selling momentum to break through the rejection zone over here. So it hit down further. Where did it stop? Along the previous zone. And then this is the line again. I just extend this yellow line. So price went back up, tried to break, couldn't, tried to break, tried to break, tried to break. If you notice, these are all pin bars. Okay, pin bar, it tried, and eventually after trying, it broke through. Okay, so you see over here, after trying, this is the bar that closed above the line over here, and this is the bar that closed above the tail of the pin over here. So right here, this is where we will be going for our next buy upwards. First stop, this is the previous line. Next stop, this is the highs here. So here is where we can go for our buy. And this is, so in Asia Forex Mentor, this is where I teach. I have a golden eye group. This is where I do and I break down exactly what and how I trade every week. I will do the analysis beforehand and I will preempt my members to note that what should we expect for this week, what are the trades that we can possibly look at, and what are the tricks that we can take, and I will exactly explain it and spell it out exactly. For example, where should we go for our buy, and where are the areas that we should look for as our profit target. And this is where I break it down in detail in my golden eye group. So this is where this CHF JPY, this is the current chart. Price has broke up here, and right now we are looking for price to head up at the high here. Whether we head up, we do not know, but either way, when you are already in the trade here, we have already moved our stop loss to break even once price starts going up, and we are now already trailing the trade, meaning that we are already profitable, right? So we are gunning for the big move. Of course, our entry will be here, but our stop loss wouldn't be so big, so that our risk reward will be a nice one, right? We are gunning for here, and what you can notice is that price has been going up here for one time, two time, gather enough momentum, tried to break, couldn't, gather enough momentum, third time. If this breaks, there is a good chance this will break through the high. It will likely consolidate a while and then it break through, because it will still get rejected, because this is still a strong rejection level. But I'm thinking if it managed to go up here, it will consolidate a while and then it breaks through, unless there is a crazy fundamental news. But if it comes over here with the fundamental news support, etc., this has a chance of it breaking up higher. So this is kind of how I break up CHF JPY in a naked chart itself. So I hope you like what I'm doing. If you like it, do share the video, do hit the thumbs up button, do leave a comment on what you think. And then as a continuation series, next week I will start adding my other indicators to make this chart even more comprehensive. But for now, this is how we look at the chart, as a pure naked chart with pure price action chart, reading when to go in, when to go out. So I hope you like it, and if you like it, do visit asiaforexmentor.com. This is where I share all my strategies. This is where I share my full trading system on how exactly have I been trading for the last 15 over years, and how my members have benefited from this, the teachings that I've learned, the experiences that I have from my wins, and not just the wins, from a lot of my losses as well. So it is a part and parcel of trading, and this is how we learn from them and grow from them. So I hope you like it. Do hit the subscribe button, and I will see you on the next video.
So I hope you enjoyed this week's episode. Do leave a comment below and let me know what you think, and it will be really awesome if you hit the thumbs up button. So I release new videos like this every Monday, and if you enjoyed it, do click on the subscribe button so that you will be instantly notified once I release a new episode. See you on the next video.